From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go from L.A. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll go again with Mostert. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Lamar now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. Jackson now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going right back to Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson on third down. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. His first throw is an interception. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Running on first with Mostert. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. Head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup. Then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Dolphins Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Connects with Wiley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. Catch made by Mitchell. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
He brings it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 40 on 2nd down. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that takes them to 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Sean McVay very aware of that play clock. He calls timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams got a long way to go and a short time to get there. They've got 1st down from the 31. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Mitchell again. Oh, the football's loose. And the Dolphins got it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
First down, here's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll try it right with Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the air, 3rd and long. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're now set for 1st and 10. A give left side to Mostert. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now it's Jackson. He's got a man left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Mostert. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Complete out to the right side. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll throw on first. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw. Throwing for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Mitchell up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. Jukes one defender. Still fighting forward. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 37 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Finds a man right side. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie things up at 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. That's complete to Jackson. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, he gets it back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll send the tackles wide and work out of the monster here on 2nd down. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Mitchell on the carry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Connects with Riley. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, this is Mitchell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. The tight end going in motion right. 2nd and 8. That's caught. He found some space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Mostert with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Miami. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Lamar. It's into the hands of Wright. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Dolphins in range for a game-winning score. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Third and short, Mostert. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Going right back to Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Mostert. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.